have gotten so many questions from Instagram and even some of you guys who read my blog. And so I was like, you know what, the time has come, and I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and do this eyebrow tutorial. So it's really simple, and I have to give a disclaimer. I have really sparse brows, so if you have that problem, then this is the perfect tutorial for you. Now, I wouldn't say that these are the most natural looking brows, but I think that the finish of my brows look made up without it being too much, if that makes sense. So if you want something very easy, I'm only using 3 products, and I even show you how to pull it off with just using an eyebrow pencil. But if you want like the full look, I show you the 3 items that I use, and it's just super easy. I just wanted to do a quick tutorial for you guys, but hopefully if you guys are trying to fill in your brows, because I know for the longest time I never filled in my brows because I never knew how to do them. So I was just walking around with like sparse brows because I didn't want to look like I penciled them in where it was just like a single line. But then I also didn't like it looking really boxy either. So this is like a really nice blendable look. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you guys have any other questions or any other tutorials you guys want to see, please let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. But let's get into the tutorial. Okay guys, as you can see, I have nothing on my eyebrows. Makes a big difference, huh? So I'm starting with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz pencil in brunette. I love this stuff. I'm going to take the spoolie on the end of this pencil and brush the hairs of my eyebrows upward and outward, just so it's nice and neat before I start penciling it in. So, after I'm done carefully brushing my brows, I start penciling them in, starting in the center. Starting in the center helps me find the true shape of my brows versus just drawing whatever I feel like. The trick is small, light, hair-like strokes in the direction you brush your brows, so the product blends in seamlessly. As you can see, I'm blending out towards the tail or the end of my brow. So right now my brows look really light, but you want to build up on the product versus going in with a heavy hand and making your eyebrows look really dark. So you can see I'm still filling in my brow, just building upon that product, and I'm using kind of like that lowest hair in my brow as a gauge to how wide I want my brows to be. When I do my brows, I kind of like to think of them in thirds. So I started in the center, then I work my product towards the tail or the end part of my brow, and then I start to add product towards the head of my brow, and that's the part closest to my nose. So you'll see I'm finally getting a shape. You can see the difference with one brow having product on it and one brow not having product on it. Now I'm just building product onto my brow now that I've accomplished the shape that I want, but I'm only building product from the center to the tail of my brow. I like to keep it really light-handed with the head of my brow so it doesn't get boxy and too heavy-handed. Okay, so I think this is the shape that I want to go with. I usually tend to fill in the brow that has a stronger shape and use that as a template for my second brow. I also like to make sure the arch, the highest point of my brows, match as closely as they can. Okay, so I think this is the best I'm going to do before I start cleaning these brows up. And it's okay if your brows aren't twins. I think the goal is more so first cousins that really look alike. Now I'm taking highlighter and a small angle brush to clean these brows up. The reason I do this is to create a really precise shape of my brows, and you can clean them up just underneath, but I like to do both underneath and over just to make sure that the look is really polished. Now you don't want to go past the head of the brow and have concealer all over the place. Keep it as close and as neat as possible. And don't worry, we're definitely going to go back and blend, blend, blend so you don't have this stark highlighter just popping out on your face. And for the sake of time, I'm going to speed this up since you guys saw me do the other side in regular time. So I've wiped the product off of my brush and turned it in the right direction. And now I'm just going to blend, 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 keeping it as close to my brow as possible, but making sure it blends in and works with the rest of like the highlight and contour on my face. And guess what? If the brush doesn't work for you, because sometimes it doesn't for me, use your fingers. See, sometimes the brush just doesn't cut it. You've got to get in there and really blend this product in with your fingers. Just don't be like me and wipe up your brow. I've done that many a times. And there you have it. That's how I do my eyebrows. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please like my video below and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. It is superb. It's not good, it's not great, it is wow, it is fantastic. So when I want to reset my skin, those are the things I do when I mask. I definitely